Hey guys, welcome back. I'm FilthyRobot, continuing our D&D campaign. This is the fifth session, the last part of the fifth session. So, we have a dilemma here. The party has, against all advice, entered town again. And along their way for doing a totally unrelated task, they have encountered the Red Brands again. And the Red Brands have literally abducted someone in front of them on the street, dragged a woman into the Sleeping Giant Inn, right in front of William, the Paladin, who is not real thrilled about this. The party has temporarily managed to restrain William, and now they face a decision point. What are they going to do about this? William is being the cute girl on the one side, giving him eyes. I'm so disappointed in you. He is beside himself with emotion. What's going to happen? So that's where we're going to continue on. We have just briefly, for the moment, allowed this to happen as we've left town very shortly to have a quick conversation in the woods, and we're gonna go from there. William, what are your thoughts?
I would agree, like as before we thought that we could wait for them to be drunk and then just like go at them and teach them a lesson, because I feel that's the only way how to do something about this. Like,
I must point out,
no
William, it's 10 a.m. now. Assume they drink all day and they're well incapacitated by the late night. That's around 12 hours, 12 to 14 hours they've had this poor woman to themselves, with no help. Can you have that on your conscience?
It will be heavy burden, but if they don't kill her, I will manage. I will be really like sad and like ashamed if they do something more to her. It's
Do you
like,
think
I know
there's
that
anyone...
will be happening, but what?
Do you think there's anyone innocent in the Sleeping Giant, apart from that woman?
I like where this is going.
I don't know. Is this their base of operation or is this their ownership? I have no idea who owns it. I know nothing about it.
We could ask around about that, and if it turns out that there's no innocence in there, then take the Sinta route.
And what about the young lady they've abducted? Well, not young lady.
Yeah, as I said,
lady,
apart from her, do you think there's anyone else who's innocent in there?
Yeah, I guess Sinta, I'm not entirely sure what you're suggesting. I thought what you were suggesting was burn the place down with everyone alive in it.
Yep.
That
Okay,
is exactly
but
what he was
she's
suggesting.
still alive in it. So what do we do about the fact?
Someone could run in to get her,
Right.
ostensibly.
In the middle of the day?
You think they'd let her go?
Aust would totally do that late at night. Okay, so then there's also the thing that you guys said of pursuing the whole the leader of the Red Brands, the money pouch of them. There's we could do something like ask more about him, maybe like follow him when he leaves, and then like kidnap him or capture him, and like either kill him or something like that. So if like he's their leadership, then maybe they would all leave or something like that, or at least some of them would leave.
I'm not sure he's the leadership, but he's their bankroll, and men who aren't paid aren't generally very happy with their jobs.
Right.
But who knows? Maybe they're paid once a month. Maybe he only leaves the inn once every couple of weeks or something. He might be living happy in that inn. All his women dragged to him for all we know. It's that is an option we could explore if we had time to explore it. If we are forced to do something now because the circumstance is so unbearable that we need to do something, we don't really have the time to pursue that option.
I think if there's an option that we know that would work very well, like stopping all of their bankroll so that they would all leave because none of them were being paid, then William would be okay with that if we knew that it would work.
Look inside yourself. What does your conscience tell us that we need to do?
My conscience is telling me to take action as soon as possible. More drastic action than trying to abduct their guy and wait what will happen. If they will care or not. They might take like another guy that will give them money or something. I don't know.
I don't think there's any option whatsoever that doesn't involve us waiting until like 2 a.m. and then doing something at night when they're all sleeping.
Can you wait
Can
that
we at least
long?
agree on that? Can we
I
at least
can
agree
wait
on that?
for this. As I said, I'm really displeased with this, but that's the only logical option to not get ourselves killed.
All right, all right.
Well,
So we have
in the sake of full transparency here, I will aid you until it seems suicidal, and then I will save myself. I am not throwing away my life for an unknown. I don't know this woman. I don't know her value. I know my life and my value. I also share to some degree, your sense of that this is a tragedy, that these people are being taken advantage of and extorted. But I'm not throwing away my life needlessly if in a suicidal cause. If there is some ability to make this happen, I will help to my ability, and then I will leave. Just so we know. Just so I'm clear up front.
It might help if we had an angry mob on our side.
How? Sure. You got... Okay. I mean...
Okay, but how are you going to do something like that in, like...
The townsfolk has repeatedly told us they are not willing to come to violence about this.
Right.
Multiple times. We've heard
We're
this.
not asking them to attack. We're asking them to just stay outside and prevent...
And look angry?
And to prevent them from escaping the sleeping giant. If we're going to burn it down.
We can't burn it down. There's a innocent woman inside that, Sinta.
Yeah.
We can rescue her first and then burn it down.
Okay, so...
Your goal is to sneak into a well-lit, rowdy inn and remove the captive woman in front of everybody and then burn it down. No. It's not completely inviolable to say that at like 3 a.m, when most of them are sleeping, that someone sneaks in there and gets the woman. It's a complete long shot, but at least for the short term, we've decided that we're going to camp somewhere outside of town, and we basically have like 14 hours of in-game time to debate exactly what we're going to do when we do something. Okay. Well, let's do that. If that is the plan then is not to incite a rebellion, to wait until evening. Is that the plan? All right.
So far the plan is wait until nighttime.
All right. Well, perhaps we can, while there's still light, find this boy and ask about this cave or this tunnel.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
are we okay with
doing that?
That's what
I wanted to do before, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Sure. Just means that we might be tapped out before we...
All right. I'm also okay right now with just waiting here until nightfall. I actually prefer that element.
Same here.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay.
All right.
We learned nothing. This is.
Is everybody in agreement that you're just waiting outside of town?
William, can I get you to just flex for me a little bit again?
What?
Just
do it to like...
Yeah. Show me, swing that hammer around a little bit. I want to see. I'm just like some reassurance. I want to believe. So if you could just show off your martial prowess a little bit here, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. So I like clank my sword to the shield and say that I swear
that's what I want to see. Perfect.
to my god that we will prevail.
So,
Like,
what exactly are we going to do then?
Are we going to...
So, assuming we wait until like 2 a.m. when we're guessing that most of them are sleeping, what are we going to do? We're going to go to the sleeping giant and sneak in and see if we can get the girl, and if we can't, then just kill them all? And if we can, then great, get the girl and then leave and then burn the place down, or...
Or it's like, the other option is like to maybe not kill everyone, but it's like, maybe, it depends on the number, but it's like the option is maybe to leave one alive to like...
These are cowards, these are bullies. I don't think sneaking is the option we want to take. If we sneak, this will set this up as an issue to be dealt with again. If we're going to take the time to wait until they are weak, until they are drunk, until they are tired, until they are unconscious, then we go in strong, we demand the release of this woman, and I think we can either directly do that.
So killing?
Well, not necessarily killing. This may be time to find and intimidate their leader and get them out of here.
Yeah, I agree with the leader
like,
thing.
Try to point out, yes. I agree with that.
It may involve killing some of the thugs that come at us until we can.
But not everyone. It's like they are not creatures, so it's like
I
they might surrender.
Again, I don't want to
That's
be a
fine.
party to locking the doors of a tavern full of people and burning them alive. I don't want to be a part of that.
That's fine. I don't see that as a very likely outcome either.
Okay.
Burning is not a good option. I don't like it. I don't agree with that also.
All right.
So-
We're doing this tonight then? That's the plan.
Yes.
Tonight.
I would like some time to mentally prepare myself for the task tonight.
Oh yes. We're like basically long resting the whole freaking day.
Okay. Then I would like to. I'm not metagaming. I'm full resources. That's not the
Right,
point. I want to just deal with the fact that I know we're going to be going into an extremely risky situation for people that I don't have a large vested interest in, and I'm doing this essentially out of the bonding of this group. So I just need to clear my mind, fucking concentrate on this, visualize it, and just let the fuck go of reality for a little bit. So I'm gonna go do that.
Think to yourself.
William will pray to his god, and it's like he will be asking for forgiveness that he didn't take action immediately as he should.
Any dances,
Aust,
Sinta?
Aust will think to himself, I wonder what it would cost to hire a replacement paladin.
Okay.
Because if we didn't have the paladin with us, we could just go kill some orcs right now.
Sorry.
All right, so we're gonna wait till evening then. It sounds like.
I think so, yeah.
Solitaire, has anything transpired during the day that?
You guys kind of head out into the woods far enough that you're not just easily going to be spotted. So as far as you guys are concerned, nothing really happens in that regard. To you guys, anyway.
Yeah, right. There's someone things are happening to.
But
She's
it is
not real pleased.
now night time, and you wait after it has gone dark for 3-4 hours into the early morning. Difficult to see. You're not lighting a torch, so it's pretty much pitch blackness for Kuthla and William.
I assume this counts as a short rest. Does it count as a long rest?
Technically, you can't benefit from long rest over twice over the period of 24 hours, but
We hadn't expended any rest.
I mean, you've rested pretty much the entire time.
Okay.
So
Alright.
I'll say you're not going to get points of exhaustion or anything like that. You've not been doing strenuous activity.
Good. All right.
Okay. So what do you guys think about?
William, but during this time, there's a sort of coldness you feel across your chest.
Uh-huh.
I guess
That's
you
it,
thought
really.
so.
Yeah, I can feel it. But I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Anyone have a loud vacuum sounding noise in their house right now?
My window. And you guys could probably hear it better than I could, but anyway. Okay, so it is the wee hours, pitch black, outside the town in the forest area. You can see the beacon on the hill, which you now know as the cemetery, is in sight, just a tiny light in the darkness. That is pretty much all you can see.
All right. So head to the sleeping giant inn. Not trying to make a ruckus, but let's see what's in there.
It will be stealthy approach, and I will be following Aust because I can't see. So I will hope that, I will go like
The blind leading the
after,
blind.
behind. I will follow Aust.
Yeah.
All right. And you all enter back into town, and most of the the lights in the town have been doused. None of these buildings are illuminated.
If we get within sight of the sleeping giant, can we see if there's lights coming from there?
Where are you going? to get view on the sleeping giant?
Probably to the town square, like the center of the town. I don't see any reason not to.
All right, you're all heading that
In
way.
the west.
Okay. What's your perception modifier?
5.
1.
3.
Okay, only Aust or everyone?
Okay. So you guys can see there's like a covered lantern hanging from the parapet of the sleeping giant, and you're not 100% sure, but you can kind of see the shadow of a figure there as well. It's sort of like a silhouette against the wall.
Or that side.
It's just
All of us see
outside the
this?
sleeping giant. Appears to be sitting. Sinta sees this.
There's someone in the vicinity. I can see a shadow against the wall.
Maybe we just send William.
Yeah.
Why
But-
why be quiet here? Feels like this is a tavern. It's nighttime, it's a tavern. Let's walk up. If he gives us any lip or looks at us funny, we deal with him quickly as a group before we can say anything and then move in. What is the advantage to giving him a chance to suss out William?
No, that from a combat perspective, that makes complete sense. Okay. Let's just move up as a group, as if we were just entering a tavern.
If
I
it
like
is a Red Brand member.
Yeah, exactly.
know
If it
what it
isn't,
is.
then we don't worry about it. Then no harm done. But we don't take him out in the shadows while he's sleeping against the wall or something. You know, I don't want to be party to just killing people for no reason.
So you guys are just walking casually there?
That's right.
Yes.
We're casually approaching.
Okay.
Don't mind us.
So as you kind of get to about here, the shadow Sinta, you see this, and the others kind of like had this pointed out. He stands up and goes into the sleeping giant.
And he didn't notice us.
You don't know.
He probably noticed this. Let's keep walking.
Okay.
Okay. So as you walk on towards the sleeping giant, the door opens once more, and 3 figures this time come out and are standing in the middle of the street. Standing, waiting.
I am going to, when that first person left, I want to step off the road. So before the 3 have come out, I want to step off the road. I want to keep making my way towards the building, but I would like to do this relatively, not walking down the center of the street with the light shining on me. I would like to be off that just a little bit if possible.
Towards the north or south?
North.
You can't see anything, by the way. Like, you can see this light coming from the tavern, but you can't really see these figures. They seem to have stepped into shadow.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have even seen them come back out, right? I would have just...
Yeah.
When the first guy left.
What's your stealth modifier?
5.
Okay. Good to know. Alright. Alrighty. So the 3 of you. Was it to the north or south of the road that you stepped, by the way?
North.
Alright. Okay. And the rest of you?
Continue walking towards the red giant.
The what?
Sleeping giant.
Sleeping giant, yeah.
Red is the color of your throat after this encounter, not the...
By the way, I'm going to overrule you doing that before they came out again. Like, there was the opportunity to, but you only really said that you were going to, like, move off to the north side of the road after they had come out. So it's after they had come out is when you moved to the north side of the road, because I'm pretty sure that was in reaction to them coming out.
It was in reaction to the guy disappearing, but it was a monologue I didn't want to interrupt. I don't know. Like, do you want to pause after every action? If you really want me to do it that way, I will. But it wasn't my intention to react to that.
You don't necessarily need to interrupt, but if you type it in chat, then I can see what it is that you're doing and when it is that you say you want to do it.
Typing's loud, but okay.
Okay. I
So I'll
will-
say it's okay. So you three are just walking along the road?
Yeah. I will still follow Aust.
Okay.
Well, they have a light in front of it, right? So William can at least see the front part of it. Yes?
You can see the building, yeah. The three figures are a lot more difficult to see now. William, you cannot see them at all. You two, you can kind of see them, but your dark vision is kind of like stretched at this point. It's only 60 feet, right?
All right, keep going then.
Okay, what's the formation you guys are walking?
I'm right at back.
Yeah, I think I will be in the middle because I can't see that much. So Aust is in front of me, like leading me.
So you're walking single file.
Tanks first, you're saying?
I think kinda. Unless
Are
like
you walking single file or not yet?
Sure.
Okay, so you're walking behind William and Sinta is walking behind you. Alright. Good to know. Just give me 1 second. William. Aust. Sinta. Kuthla. Alright. So you guys kind of approach a little bit closer. And you can see they're kind of like standing in three in sort of like a V shape, and the one in the middle is sitting Indian style. And then like you guys get closer, and he stands up. You guys proceed onwards.
Yep. Just walk straight toward them. Standard
Okay.
pace.
They walk to the south side of the road. As though they were, and they have the body language as though they were letting you by. You're now about 30 feet away from them.
Keep on walking.
Can any of
Aust,
us,
you were second, correct?
Me?
Yeah.
can any of
No,
us
I
see
thought
them?
I was front.
yeah, I also
You were in the
look
front,
like
okay.
that
Yep.
Aust is in the front because I
Only-
can't see that much. So it's like
Right.
I'm waiting for him to give me like if he like sees something, I'm waiting for him to give me like some notion that's like what's going on because I can't see that well in the dark.
Yep. Yep.
No, you
William
can't.
would be in
If
front.
anything,
You
they
can
have
see.
become more difficult to see when they moved off the road.
Okay, as we're approaching, I'll tell William to have a torch ready to light so that you can see if you need it,
Sinta.
but not to light it. I'm just saying, just in case you need to be able to see, be able to do that. Okay, just keep approaching then. Keep approaching as if I was still casually walking up to just any old tavern.
Okay. You get up to the part of the road where Kuthla, you're a ways away because the bushes, the trail of bushes, actually stopped about 40 feet from the tavern and about the same distance to the party. So if you were to proceed onwards, like there's no cover for it,
Okay.
other than darkness. The rest of you approach the path in a very suspicious manner because you're single file. No one walks single file. And you reach the path which leads off into the sleeping giant. You're at that sort of intersection.
Okay, so to the left is the sleeping giant, and to the right is the three guys standing there.
They're not just standing there. They've actually like backed off away from the road a little bit, and they're kind of like propped against one of the buildings to the south.
Okay, and they're just staring at us.
Yep, for the most part.
Okay, then turn left as if I was walking to a tavern like usual.
Okay, Kuthla, what are you doing?
Sorry. So get this straight. Is Aust is heading into the tavern. He's ignoring the group behind him.
That's
Apparently.
correct.
He's opened the door to the tavern.
No,
I
he's
haven't got
just
there
turned off the path to the north where the other guys are to the south.
Okay, I'm trying to vision. This is the place we're in, right? So this is probably
Yep.
the entrance to that. Where's this path that turns off to them? It's not on the road. It looks like it's right on the road to me. Okay. I see. So he's down right there, and I have no more bushes. So where are the light sources in this? Could I cross the road without being seen? Without crossing a big light source, like behind me, for example? I don't want to be silhouetted against the light.
Maybe a stealth check to get across the road. It's much more difficult than moving through the bushes. There is a light off of this center pillar here. Here, I'll put a torch on the map.
Yeah, if possible, I would like to cross the
There.
road. I want to go to about there in the bushes, if possible.
What's your stealth modifier?
5.
And you do that when Aust turns to the north of the road.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. You managed to get across there without seemingly them having noticed you, but also the rest of you don't know where he is either.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, just walk up to the door.
Okay.
So before opening the door, I look inside and can I tell if there's lights on in there? Tell me.
There are some small candle lights on a couple of the tables, and there's a couple of guys talking. These are the creatures you can immediately see.
Is this a 2-story building? Like we should be able to tell from the outside?
No.
Okay.
But just so you know, this wall here, you can't obviously see past it.
Right. Okay, the northernmost, she's not behind the wall?
She's not behind the wall, no.
Okay. Okay, just walk in then. Or open the door and walk in.
You walk in.
Why?
The three of them look up towards you all.
They're all... Wait, if this is shouldn't there be like beds somewhere for them to be sleeping? If this is like,
They didn't say it was a sleeping giant.
It's just a place to drink.
The one in the center looks up towards you and says, late at night for a house call. Can I help you?
Yes. Well, you see, my friend here, and then I step to the side, and then I motion to William, and I say, my friend here has some choice words with you.
If they're moving, I'm moving.
Okay, move.
Yeah, I just assumed that this woman is the one that they took with her when what we saw.
No, the woman you see there is a dwarf.
So dwarf.
And she looks armored, but appears to be working.
Working. Okay. Yeah, so I will step out and I will ask them, it's like, that... I don't know what for them.
Yes, you wanted to ask me something.
Yeah. Do I see if he was one of the people that took the woman before? It's like, can I see,
You
can I
don't know.
distinguish?
It was too far away for you to see, being able to acknowledge individual
You could ask her to scream for you.
facial characteristics. The one in the center again says, "Spit it out, or I'm going to ask you to leave."
Yeah, I don't like the way you run this town and how you treat the villagers.
Really?
Fucking
Yes.
paladins.
He turns around to the guy who's also sitting at the same table, who's just bouncing a coin off of the table, and he's just got this low chuckle to him. And he goes, I don't think. He says he doesn't like the way you run the town, Cole. And Cole or the guy in the middle, he motions in an exaggerated gesture, as though he's absconded and shocked. He's like, me? As though he is pretending like he's done nothing wrong. Turns back towards you, William. Says,
I saw...
well, I must apologize, but my supervisor will be very sorry to hear that you're disapproving of our methods. I'll be sure to fill out the appropriate information in comment cards.
Well, I saw what happened earlier in the day, that you were forcibly, or like one of your men, I'm not sure who it was forcibly dragging a woman and even hurting her physically. Are you aware of that? That your
Crosses
people
his
are doing
arms
this?
over his chest. And he looks to the guy to his right, who's like sitting at one of the tables. And the guy says, "Oh, don't look at me. I didn't have anything to do with it." And he looks to the guy to his right and says, "I have no idea what he's talking about, boss." And the guy in the middle says, "I'm really sorry, but you're gonna really have to be more specific."
Be more specific.
I'll tell you what. You all look like you're handy in a fight, right?
Seems like that, yeah.
Any interest in employment?
Employment?
Yeah. Reckon we've got enough
Don't you have
to hire
enough
another 3
guys?
bodies?
Like, what for would you need us? It's like, you have plenty of people to work for you already.
All right. So what I'm getting is, you come here and you're not looking for a job, and you come here to make some kind of complaint about something we know nothing about. And he like motions again in an exaggerated gesture to his 2 companions who are there.
Can I roll if he's saying the truth?
Sure, roll me an insight. What's your insight modifier? I'll roll it.
0. Modifier is 0.
Okay. The guy is difficult to read, but he's clearly taking the piss out of you with these exaggerated gestures, saying like, "We've got nothing to do with it," this sort of thing.
Time to nut up.
And he says to you, "But you come here not looking for employment, looking to make some kind of complaint. I see your sword armed to the teeth, clearly with the shield on your hand. Are you looking for a fight or are you not?"
I don't have sword in my hand. Yeah.
He motions to the sword
It's
which
like-
is on your belt, but the shield which is in your hand.
It's like, it's a dark outside. It's like anything could happen anytime. It's like, why shouldn't I be armed?
Well, you come into my private chambers here, uninvited.
Decision time, William.
Silence. Falling.
I think.
What do you do, William?
Yes.
Or does anyone else do anything here?
Well, let's give William just a moment to have his moment, Sully.
Okay, Kuthla, are you like moving out of the trees and the cover, so you're just like standing?
If they sneak forward, I'm sneaking forward, staying low.
They move forward, and then like as they get to the building, you see like they're not really proceeding anymore, and they're probably going to turn around at some point.
All right, I am keying. I mean, I'm not that far away. I can probably still make out the voices. I'm trying to key my responses to the behavior that's going on inside. But if they look like they're going to turn, I'm going to take my action and I'm going to attack them.
There's not been any raised voices so far.
Okay.
For the most part, it's just been what they've been talking about. But if you're standing there, they will see you when they turn around.
Okay. I will just ask.
So it's either like backing up a little bit, to stay in the cover, or in the building.
Yeah, I understand.
But they will see you.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, just I want to ask. Do they look like that? They have something to drink already, like before? Because it's like already 3 a.m. and they are still up. So.
Sorry, what
What's
are we
your
here for?
investigation modifier?
-1.
Okay. They look pretty coherent, actually. They might have had a drink or two, but they do not look stone dead drunk. Time to make a decision.
Yeah, I'll also just say this, that I really want you, even if you are not aware, your people are doing this, and like are bothering our people, taking their money. It's like I cannot accept that, and I want you to stop doing these things.
We'll stop. We'll try to be better people.
Okay, let's like I don't know, and it's like
Are you
goes.
satisfied, William?
As all this is happening,
No.
Of course, I know they are lying.
No, go for it. Go for it. Tell me. As all this is happening,
Me or Sinta? I thought-
Sinta.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm prepping Ice Knife to be used if he is attacking. If he's not, if William is not attacking, I'm not using it.
Whoa.
Okay, so that consumes your spell slot. All right, so mark it up.
Yep.
Okay, so you prepare Ice Knife in the event of some kind of altercation.
Isn't that doesn't he have to do like gestures and words for that?
Is it a somatic component? You can still prep it if there's components to it. So, like, he's holding it, and then he's ready to do the components. But it's being held in regards to the spell slot being used. So it's not like he has to motion for it. Okay, so they have just told you they will try to be better people.
Okay, for now, what I will do is that I will just like it will look like that I'm prepared to leave, so I will open the door behind me, and it's like I guess I will notice that it's like there are guys right next to the door, right?
They get out of the way. They say you turn around and open the door, and like they get out of the way to like usher you past.
It's okay, well, hold on a second. Are you fine with that, Aust, or? Nah, it's like,
Don't ask me. If you're satisfied with their answer, we could just leave now.
The guy
I know.
what the one on the right says to you, I saw you earlier, didn't I?
You mean like today?
Yeah.
Like this day?
You were that guy this morning.
Oh, was he the one with the pipe?
He picks up a pipe and puts it in his mouth. I pause on a second. He leans over to the guy in the middle and whispers something to him.
It is the one of the three guys outside, right?
No.
Or
No,
which
it
one?
was the.
Oh,
So, all right, I'll mark them all.
oh, sorry.
So this guy here
Oh, this one.
has the pipe. He leans over to this guy here and whispers something to him.
I will.
The guy
talk to him
in
and
the
I will
middle, his like expression changes a little bit. Like you just see like a sort of flickering in the eyebrow for a second.
I will turn to the one that just thought, and it's like, wait, you said you didn't know anything about that, but you were one of the guys that dragged the woman and hurt her.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I was having a drink, a lovely early morning drink in the Stonehill Inn. I walked past you all. I had nothing to do with it. And he leans back.
I don't trust you, mate. It's like, I don't even care if it wasn't any of you, but we are still the same part that are doing these things that was happening to this town for several months.
He holds his hands up. He like takes a pipe out of his mouth and says, honestly, I was having a drink in the bar.
No. Okay, let's do this. I sheet sword.
You what, sorry?
I am like preparing to fight. take unsheathed sword. Is that either chance?
Unsheath
You
your sword.
pull
You
out-
pull your
pull
sword.
out
Unsheathed
your
sword. Sorry, unsheathed sword. Yeah.
You pull out your sword. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What would be the order of events here?
I would.
For the record, he was not lying. Anyway.
I don't care. They're all bad guys. It's like I don't
So
care.
what
if
was
it
the 20-minute waffle? What was the 20 fucking minute
I don't know.
waffle?
I was thinking if we should do it if they are like we expected them to be like some sleeping drunk or something like that, but it doesn't seem like so. It's like, is it good part to like do this? But we don't have like, I don't want to wait.
Initiative.
Did you do portent, Galg?
He
yeah,
did,
he
yep.
did before.
I did.
Okay.
What were your rolls? It was a 7 and a 13, wasn't it?
Yep. Initiative.
You roll well on initiative, Aust, I must say. Every time. It's good.
So, Kuthla and William. Because you guys are simultaneous, I'm going to have you guys decide right now who goes first, who goes second.
Can I ask a question? How does it work with
Yeah.
stealth here? I don't know. Again, I've forgotten how stealth rounds work in this, or surprise rounds. I don't think there are surprise rounds in 5e. How does this work?
Okay, there are surprise rounds, but a surprise round is a round where you make an action which the others are like completely unaware of you. If you run across the courtyard, it's not a surprise round. It's a prepared action.
So I could, for
What?
example, shoot him.
Yes, and that would be a stealth. That would be a surprise round action.
Okay. I'll undo that then.
In the future, be specific that you're preparing a dart to throw on a surprise round. That's
Okay.
it.
So
Okay?
I can't
So-
in general just hide in stealth and wait to react. I have to
No.
say something specific what I want to do.
It's a prepared thing. You need to prepare. It's the same as any other action that you prepare. Whereas normally, if you're not discovered, you can do that. Actually, yeah. If you're not discovered, it would normally. So if you're all together not discovered and you can all make that surprise round, then that's great. Then you can do whatever you like. But you can only hold an action, and that was an action that you were holding, and it was also an action that Sinta was holding as well.
Okay. Well, my intention this entire time, if I wasn't clear with that, is to be able to react when something is going down and react preemptively and stealthily to that as much as possible.
Yeah,
So,
I get you. But what I'm asking is, William or Kuthla, who's going first?
I think William should go first.
Okay.
And between Aust and Sinta, I think Aust should go first.
And you guys are on initiative 7.
Unless Sinta wants to go. It doesn't really matter to me.
See, the wizard's positioned himself well again.
I
Yeah.
think you should go first. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, can I just only go a little bit?
Well, it's not necessarily your turn yet. You just roll first in the order.
No, it's not your
No,
turn.
I mean like, I wanted to.
The thing that
But I
initiated,
think-
initiated combat is you pulled out your sword.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted. Like, if it's possible to change it, but
Actually, no, hold on. You
Yeah.
pull out your sword. Okay? And this is what happens. The 3 guys, they all stand up. And they also unsheath swords, but none of them are making any actions towards you. Right? And they don't knock over tables, they don't try and do anything. The one in the middle says, "You come into my place of business and brandish steel against me."
I'm going to ask a question, South here, that hasn't been asked yet for some reason for our stealth viewers here. These guys are in pools of light by the door.
Yes.
Yeah. Are they wearing red armbands?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to know. Do I get to take my actions now?
Well,
No.
nothing is actually initiated, and like.
Okay,
you
then
can
I
actually,
am.
like,
I'm
see
sitting
into
there
the building.
with my fucking javelin, waiting for the hint of violence. In which case, I'm gonna pop this guy in the back of the head with a javelin.
Yep.
Okay.
That is exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
So Aust has his hand on his rapier. He's not drawing it. And he still looks at William, and he says, "It's
So
up to you, brother."
We're gonna give William another chance to make another decision. Did we learn nothing?
I mean, Aust is not attacking.
The one in the middle says, "Now you may not have noticed this, but a couple of my boys outside there. Now I know you've got a fourth man somewhere here, and that's fine. But it's still 6 against 4. Weigh your options. Think about this very, very carefully. And I see your boy over there," and he motions towards Sinta. "And I see him. He's getting strange hand motions over there. Best not be trigger happy."
So William's still standing there with his weapon out, staring at these guys.
Still William's decision to do something or not.
I don't attack immediately. I want to just like threaten them that I want them to drop their weapons right now.
What did you say? What did you say?
I'm telling them that drop your weapons right now, or it will end badly.
He's not intimidated at all by that. He turns towards you and says, "Excuse me, but I'm not some expert on arithmetic here, but seems to me we've got 6 and you've got 4, and that's not even counting Grista over there." And he motions towards the dwarf behind him.
Puppy doesn't add well.
"I'm going to say to you, I recommend you leave now, or maybe you won't be making it out of this building alive. Maybe your 4th boy will be the only one who survives this. If he does the smart thing and walks away."
Well, that's enough. I'm going to move, and I would like to start attacking, like the one in front.
Okay.
You move up. Okay.
Yes, I know.
Session there.
Yeah, I know, right? Of course it would be.
Like this shit.
Alright, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you next...
I'll let you guys take your prepared actions first before we finish, so
actually,
we get that out of the way.
As I see him charging towards
Charging? Is you see him waffling
No,
towards it?
this is all in normal initiative order, apart from
The prepared
including
action?
the javelin, because the javelin is in reaction to aggression.
What is the... How do I get a stealth round, then? How
You
do I
need to just do
possibly
it
get
without...
one?
Alright.
You couldn't get a stealth round because you're waiting for our action. So if
It's a reaction.
if you were initiating, then your initiating would be the
I
stealth
told
round.
you my reaction. My reaction was we drew his sword. I fucking chucked the javelin at his head. If their
Oh, okay.
reaction to drawing a sword is they draw a sword, then why do I not get my round here?
Okay,
Because
if
you haven't
you're...
seen them drawing swords. They're inside the building. You're outside the building.
There's a
The
door-
three outside
door's open.
haven't drawn.
Yeah, I
Which
said
have
that I
like
opened
6
them.
bodies in the way.
I have a very hard time imagining getting a stealth round off here or a surprise round here. If you say I don't get one, I don't get one.
Alright.
So be it. But I have a very hard time imagining how this
in
actually
order
works.
to get a stealth round, you would just be like, okay, I see them moving towards the door, and I throw the javelin.
Right.
That
If
is
you're-
something
if you're
you
waiting
can
for-
actually see.
If you're waiting for something, then that waiting, it means that you're not getting any surprise thing. They won't know that you're there, so you'll get advantage on your attack, but you're not going to get extra time because you're waiting.
It needs to be a proactive action, not a reaction.
So, like, if your reaction was as soon as William draws his weapon, then I'm going to attack, then yeah, you attacking could have been a free round, but
That's
okay,
still
so
a
what-
reactive action. So your entire fucking
That's
argument's
true.
wrong. So either that isn't a reactive action, in which case what you just told me
Okay,
is totally
if-
useless, or
okay, no.
something
If-
else.
If William drew his weapon and the other guys did not attack, and then you decided, okay, I saw William draw a sword, now I'm going to initiate, then your initiating would be the free thing,
Surprise round.
right? Okay, but so nothing's changing. It's still
We'll have to
still
clarify that post session then, because I'm still not clear on
Okay.
this. Okay, so what are we doing?
finishing ready actions and then calling it. Yes.
Well, Galg's ready to action would be on first turn. That would not be. In
Right,
fact,
that
both
wouldn't
of
be a
these
reaction
reactions
either,
would
right?
be on first turn.
Yeah, it would be a reaction.
So I'm going to need to roll their initiative, and then we'll go from there.
We're gonna do one full round and then call it.
Nope, we're not.
No. Okay.
This is what I'm going to do between sessions: is prepare their.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you soon.